What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be discussing the new promo, the NFL replays. Now, there's a lot of different things that goes into it. The number one thing that you should know is that these players are available in packs, and there are Week 1 players that are available right now. But for my grinders, which is who I usually address first, because that's what we do, we're grinders, right? This is the actual objectives list that you're going to want to follow. All right, now every week it's going to reset itself Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so with this right here, to complete the daily objective list, I already did it before they released this, so I have to wait until tomorrow. And that's pretty much the win 2 games, buy a pack from the store, complete a set, that whole thing. When you do that, that'll get filled in. Everything else, you got to win the 5 games, so you could play solos. Just don't play a friend mode. You got to pass for 300 yards in a single game, pass for 1,000 yards combined, rush for 100 yards in a single game, rush for 500 yards combined, and make 10 field goals. Now, when you do that, you're going to get an NFL Replay Elite player, a random one, and a loyalty token. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what loyalty tokens are, just search on my channel right here, GmiasWorld loyalty tokens, because they usually release players like April, May, like, when Madden is getting, closer to the new one for the release, they give you like high overall players for just being loyal and playing the game. All right? So now that you know about that objective situation, the next thing we're going to go to is right over here in the upgrade set section. Now you're going to see the NFL replays. It's going to be one subcategory, and then when you click it, it's going to be 5 sets. Now there are ways for you to just get 85 to 88 overall players and 90 to 92 overall players that'll go into the defensive, either the upgrade sets or the hero sets. All right. So now the Week 1 heroes are, as you can see right there, Josh Norman. And you can see, who is this, AJ Green? Yeah, I know he's slow. I didn't actually check his stats on Mudhead, but I know he's probably slow, so I wasn't even interested. But yeah, so that's the way that goes with the 2 that are available. Now, you can either get these cards by just searching them and getting them. Like if you see, you want to see what the price of this guy is. It's about 100 and something, whatever. Get all of them together and get the Josh Norman. The reason that I wouldn't get the Josh Norman, even though he has, I think, like a 96 zone, is because he's only a 91 speed, and I like my corners to be fast. So that's pretty much what it is. But you can easily, if you're the kind of guy that already have the coins and you want the players, you can just get them and just put them in the set and, and get it done like that. But Matt Ryan, they gave him, let me check his throw power. It's a really bad card, 88 throw power. It's definitely not a good card to have right now. If you're grinding and just starting out, maybe you could rock with that, but it doesn't really seem to benefit you much. Okay, so if you wanted to just complete the sets and get these 96 overall players, that's one option if you got the coins or you just got stuff to sell, all right, and you want to just get your cash up, all right? The other way to do it is you go ahead and use 2 gold tokens, 1 silver token, get an 85 to 88 overall. You add all 4 week 85 to 84 overall players, and you can get 1 week 90 to 92 overall player that goes into the the master set, and then you could get an upgrade. A defensive upgrade, okay? So these are the things that you can do if you want, the offensive and the defensive upgrade. If you wanted to like try your luck and see if you could get these players from that set, you could do it like that if you wanted to do it. But you can see the 85 through 88 is right there already. But the 90 through 92 are the upgrades, okay? So that's the way you can do it if you wanted to get it done that way. But all in all, you could probably, if you wanted to just use silver team tokens and gold tokens, get a lot of them from just doing this. But I have a feeling that EA is only going to pretty much leave you with, like how certain packs, they'll give you something above it. You're only going to get an 85 through 88 with these sets. And typically they're all going for about 20K if you wanted to know, the range of them. So you would need to do that 4 times to get 190 to 92 overall. All right. And then in this set, you would need to get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You have to do it another 4 times. So you would have to do this set 4 times 4 is 16 to get the upgrade versions if you wanted to do it without, spending any coins and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because this gives you 85 to 88. You got to do 4 of them to get 190 to 92. So you'd have to do 4 of them just for getting the 90 to 92s that are available for these front 4. And then you would have to do it again to get the other 4. So if you wanted to like grind like that, you could do it in that situation. Okay, if you let me just show you exactly what's going on because it might be confusing the way I'm saying it. I'm going to go right now, and I'm going to complete a silver token. All right, just so I can show it to you, because I like to make sure you guys thoroughly understand. And I know that a lot of you guys haven't been playing MUT as long, but some of you guys have been playing MUT, and it's kind of hard for me to draw, you know, how much, because I don't want you guys to be like, yeah, why is he, you know, teaching me the same thing I already know or whatever, or explaining the same thing that we know. I'm trying to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. So it'll probably be just an extra minute or so in the videos whenever I'm trying to revamp something to make sure that everybody understands it, because it's more fun if everybody can have fun with it. All right, so look, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to pick, you know, what, I'll get the Texans token, all right? So now I got this token, all right? Now that I have the silver token, you saw previously that I had the gold tokens already. So I'm going to go over now, back to the set, and do the first one, just to give you guys an example of what's going on if you do the set method, all right? So I'm going to use 2 gold tokens, I think. Okay, so I got a decent amount of them. All right, so bam, put those in the set, and then we got 1 silver one, right? Okay, so now when you do it like this, you get a week 1 elite player. Remember, elite starts at 80, so don't get excited about it. All right, so bam, he's between 80, whatever, 80, what is it, 85 and 88, whatever it is, right? Okay, now that I got that one, if I only wanted to use the token method, you see like how I have a lot of items? For you guys that have a lot of items in your binder, this might be a good way to get rid of some of them. You know, just selling these cards or whatever like that. But the tokens also are selling for a little bit more now. So you can make coins either way. Okay, so now that I have that, I would have to do that 3 more times, all right? And possibly get, you know, if I was lucky, get the cards that I needed. And then from these 4, I upgrade to get 190 to 92 overall elite player. And then the actual, you know, the offensive hero set has 4 of them. So you would have to do that 4 times. So you would need, you know, 16 players to do it. All right, and that's how it would work out. And then whatever, you know, however that goes, because I don't think that EA is going to give you any 90 to 92s from this set, because usually it says it has like a plus on it, like if you could get something higher, but it just tells you specifically that. So I think that that'll be the range and it'll stay there. Okay, so that's the way to do it with the tokens, and you know, just playing around what you have in your item binder, because I got so many items that I got to get rid of. But because I don't care about either one of those players, because Josh Norman is garbage, and I don't care about, what's the other guy, AJ Green, I'm going to see what this guy's going for. And it should be around the same rate. Okay, so, okay, what do they have him at? 19. So I'll just put him up for 19K. And if somebody wants to complete the set, they'll do it like that. If you are interested in getting it done, that's one way you could utilize the things that are in your item binder to not let you spend as many coins. So that should help some of you guys if you wanted to do it that way. Now, let's get to the objective list, okay? Because you saw in the objective list, when you complete it, you get an NFL replay elite player and a loyalty token. Now, I told you, elite starts at 80 this year. I have no idea why they did it so low, but it is what it is. So you have to do all of these things. So because you have to pass the 300 yards in a single game, you remember the promo that I spoke about with you guys yesterday, which I'll show you right now, the boss battles. Those are available solos that you have to do between Monday and Thursday to unlock the other stuff that goes on with the boss battle and all that stuff like that. So what you could do is you could come into this, right, and do all your yardage and everything like that. But remember, you need 300 yards in one game. Everything else is combined, and you need 100 yards in one game. So you would leave this at like 25 seconds, go to quick presentation, all right? Even with the, well, usually I do quick presentation when I'm trying to speed through it, but here you go right here. That's what we're doing right now. Now, these cards may be useful to a lot of you guys depending on, you know, what you're trying to do at this time, all right? A lot of you guys are still finishing up MUT Master, so I'm going to show you the way that I would pass for the yards. Pretty much you would pass all the way up the field and then run backwards, pass all the way up the field, run backwards, pass all the way up, you know, and you just do that and accumulate as many yards as possible. And you have to do this once a week. Now, keep in mind, all of these things that they're doing are leading up to you getting at least one free 99 card, okay? That's the whole objective, and it seems like a very, very long, you know, it's a long way away from what we're trying to do, but it's actually going to be, it's the way for them to keep you just playing the game. That's pretty much what they're trying to do. They want you guys to be able to just continue to play the game. So why is it showing it like this? Why did they just do that? What is it? Competitive mode or something? Why would it show me my cards first? And it's a solo. It's arcade mode. So why did it just do that? I don't understand what just happened with that. Maybe because I put it on quick presentation. But okay, so look. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to fall down. All right, so I know now that we have 4 minutes. So I could probably do everything in this quarter. But again, it's arcade mode. So you can just throw the ball in the air regardless. But I'm going to just try to just show you exactly what I'm doing. Now, if you wanted to get really greedy, you could go to like the 50, then run backwards and do a lot of different things like that. Me, I'm just going to run all the way to the, you know, if I get this pass off the way I want it, all right, he should be able to catch that because it's arcade mode. All right, so I'm not going to run backwards now to waste time going back and forth. You could do it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I don't like to really waste time, so I go all the way to like the 1. Once EA allows me, I'm going to just throw this all the way up there. Maybe Sanders will catch this. Okay, he dropped it. They don't usually drop that on arcade mode, but it is what it is. Let me just put the right play action play where it goes as my audible, so that way when I come out, because usually if you come out in a run play, the computer will automatically pick a defense that's suited for the run. So when you change to like a play action play, what they do is they usually get burnt deep right away. But you know, it is what it is. So this is pretty much what you would do. Okay, Bo Jackson's gonna have him burnt. Okay, now we're gonna throw this up. All right, we're gonna get. Okay, they gave me that dumb animation. I don't know why, but they gave me that dumb animation. You can see Phillip Rivers right now is at, you know, 73 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up a little bit more to get the other first down. This should have all happened already with one pass, but EA is doing me real dirty. All right, drop on the ground right there. All right, now I got 88 yards. My next play, I'm going to pick a random pitch play, whichever one you have in your playbook, and I'm going to toss it, and I'm going to run backwards. Then I'm going to throw the ball up the field again. So that's going to be like 180. Well, it should have been 90, but the way that I did it was kind of a little off, whatever. So you just run backwards. Obviously, this is not going to be good for your rushing yards. But this solo wouldn't be for your rushing yards. It's just to make it easier for what you're trying to do, which is get 1,000 yards and also get 300 yards in one game. All right? So now that we've done that, we've gone all the way back. Now we're going to pass again. And then we're going to get all the, you know, we're going to get everything that we need to get. Okay, so here we go. Just which one of them is going to beat who? All right, looks like Dion might be luckier to beat that guy. All right, so okay, and they still giving me those animations where he's dropping on the ground. So you can see he's at 147 yards, but we haven't scored yet. And it's the same drive. And we know the field is 100 yards, so you can see the way that this is working. All right? And like I said, this is especially good for Muttmaster. This is how I got a lot of my yards from Muttmaster. Went into solos and just went ham. So we're at 167. So the next time we get the ball, we should be able to be over 300 yards. And that's what you would do. And then for rush yards, you can just pass the ball and run backwards if you wanted to do that. Okay, he dropped the ball. Doesn't matter. All right, here we go. So now we would just play simple defense. And after that, okay, what is that? Tomlinson, David. We're going to put Bo Jackson there. Willie Brown will never play my game again. Okay, Calvin Johnson. All right, and then we got that. All right, so now we set our defense up the way we want it. Okay, and what is he doing? So that guy should be in a deep blue. Okay, because he's already there. Oh, okay, we got it. All right, throw the dot. All right, good job. And then hold on to it because it's arcade mode. And then also, well, I don't care about those progress things. If you guys are trying to get the extra coins, that's on you guys. But I'm so far gone with this game, I don't really care about any of that. This is primarily just for trying to complete the task at hand to get the free cards to make us some coins. That's it. So, okay. Oh, whoa. Was that a low pass? The computer often doesn't do, they don't really usually do that. It's pretty, yo, EA Sports is on some other nonsense, it looks like. So, again, whichever way you play defense is fine. You're just doing the solos to get the yards, so it doesn't matter. But I just want to show you, you know, pretty much what I would do before I start chewing clock. And, you know, get all the yards that we actually need. And then we continue to do that. Every week, you're going to need to do the same objective to get those free things. And like I showed you, with this specific NFL promo, you can just buy the cards. The other ones are not auctionable or tradable for the boss battles. All right, so just keep that in mind as well. All right, so here we go. Okay, just dive and hit him. Let's go. I don't know what he's doing. Dude's running play action with Ed Too Tall Jones running directly in, though. Okay, EA. So, all right, go ahead. So it's 3rd and 13. They're going to punt us the ball back, and we're going to proceed to continue to do whatever we want to do to them. All right, so they're going to come out with 4 wide receivers. Nobody's really scared of Tyrod Taylor, so that's good. All right, and then we're going to put him there. All right, that guy should be doing that. We're going to press that guy. Going to press that guy. Let's see what happens here. All right, what is he? Okay, he's just going to outright run out. He's just going to outright run out. Okay. Okay. So now what we can do, because we know that, you know, the way that we had it with the way the clock was, we can actually just put true clock on our end to make the game speed up. Because I only did it that way because I thought that this game was like the 2-minute quarters, but apparently it's game 3 for the boss battle, so they made it whatever they made it. I don't know why they make it in full games. Probably because they want you to spend the 50 cents in the store so that you don't have to deal with that. Keep in mind, if you wanted the keys for these boss battles, you can just buy them. All right, so you don't have to play the solos if you don't want. So that's another thing. If you're interested in the boss battles, I put out a video about that, explaining that yesterday. All right, so he should be open. Okay, that should be a good pass. All right, so we're going to go all the way to about right here. Drop on the ground, and we're at 250. So now I know I don't even need to run back all the way. I just got to run back, you know what I'm saying, to about the 50. But I'm going to run back a little bit more just to make sure I get to 300 yards. After you get to 300 yards, you just cruise the rest of the game because we're not even looking to do the rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? And the other solos that are available for the boss battle, that's how you're going to probably be able to get away with it for the NFL replay. You'll play the boss battles, right? And then you'll do all these objectives within a couple boss battles, and you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Obviously, if you're not a grinder, this doesn't appeal to you. You're just going to spend the 50 cents and get the keys for the cards. But for my grinders, it's definitely a beneficial way to make sure that you're getting everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? As far as the promo goes. So you see what I'm saying? You see how he caught that? He's not supposed to. But the good news is we're over 300 yards. All right? So now we'll just chew clock. All right? Get through the rest of the game. And that's pretty much how it will end. And then I'm going to try to rush through the rest of it so that I can show you the way it actually... Okay. Just drop on the ground. Drop on the ground. Why are they calling timeouts? Seriously? Oh, because it's 4th and goal. Oh, where are we at? The 6? All right. So what I'll do is... Let's see if we can score here. What are they coming out in? All right. They're in cover 2 more than likely right here. Let's see if we can get a slant in the end zone. If we can't, we're just screwed. Don't worry about it. All right. He was in the end zone, though. Oh, I'm about to say, because it didn't change right away. All right, so now we know we have enough passing yards, right? And the computer should not be able to score on you at any time unless you want them to score to get the ball back. A lot of you guys, what you do is you come out in special teams and you come out in field goal block. Now, the issue with field goal block is when you get certain solos that you have to do certain things for, and you come out in that, and it's like, yo, you can't let the CPU score, like the most recent gauntlet and stuff like that. That doesn't really benefit you, but for this case, it would work if you wanted to do it like that. Just let them keep scoring and stuff like that, but that's up to you. It's completely up to you if that's what you want to do. But for me, I just do it that way. I run backwards and get it done like that. All right, so what is he? Okay, so he should be actually in... He should actually be in the proper thing right now. Okay, what is this? What's going on? Okay, so is he... Oh, he's going to run. Okay, he's going to run and fumble the ball. All right, so we'll just stay right there. Because that boy right there, I'm going to tell you something right now. That boy Mel Blunt, man, that boy don't play games. All right, so let's go to special teams, move over to the left, and we're going to do a QB kneel. All right, twice. Get into the second half, and then go through it all real quick. You know, this is just pretty much the way you should be dealing with your solos. Nobody's enjoying playing solos right now. So this should be a very, very quick process. You should be looking to get what you want out of the solo, and once you get that, chew clock. That's it. Don't waste your time. Unless you're trying to, you know what it is? There's some information that's been given to me about the swerve. I'm probably going to lab that a little bit. I'll be lying to you if I told you I wasn't going to lab that. So that kind of stuff you can lab, but keep in mind, it's arcade mode. So if you want to lab that sort of thing, you're going to want to go to the competitive mode solos. All right? And you can find some of them. It's very, very rare, but some of them are available. I can't remember exactly which solos they are, but they're you know, the competitive mode in it, you don't have to always do it with the practice mode for it to be on competitive. There are solos that are available like that. So now that we know, all right, so look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to kneel, right? We're going to go ahead and kneel and then chew clock for 3 times to get the quarter over with because, like I said, you don't really need to score that many more points. If you're doing Mutt Master, you know what you would have to do right here. You have to get into the end zone for rushing yards, passing, touchdowns, all that kind of stuff. That's different. But if you're just trying to do it for these weekly things, it should only take you a matter of like 20 minutes. Unless it's these things, I don't know why EA is giving us 4-minute quarters, because the first two was 2 minutes, like I told you before. This is the way that you complete it. All right? Now, you might be saying, why are you still, coming out in the knee? I don't really care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the computer's not, I don't really care about Tyrod Taylor. Real NFL quarterbacks don't care about Tyrod Taylor. I'm not one of those guys that care. So if you wanted to make sure, because it's arcade mode, that the computer wasn't going to do you dirty, what you could do is you could still score on 4th down or get just above the line and start kneeling again. Now, what usually happens is that they let me score. Okay, they didn't let me score right there, so I have another 3 downs, which is also good. All right, so I would go back and I would do it again. And all the while knowing that I'm on arcade mode and I got no care in the world, because EA Sports has created a mode where anything goes. So my whole thing is, all I want is these other cards. I want to know what cards you guys are looking forward to, any kind of ultimate tickets you guys want and stuff like that, so I can start giving you guys, my honest reviews on what I think these cards are going to be. Obviously, with the most recent patch, there's been major issues with zone coverage. I've actually found some really, really good details out that I want to share with you, but I got to actually go through it myself first just to make sure that it works, because the zone coverage threshold is definitely not 91 anymore, and I just want to make sure that that's clear for everybody. It's definitely 100%, just not 91. So if anybody's thinking that, it's definitely not. Okay, so for now, we'll take the field goal because we got to take field goals anyway. You know what I'm saying? What we need, like 10 of them? So if we get the ball back again, we'll do like the 10 field goals. But I didn't want to waste your time doing like all the field goal stuff. But that's pretty much what you could do. If you get a turnover, just kick the field goal. You got to do 10 of them. So, however you want to do that, you can fit that into the solo as well. Usually on the hit sticks, like when you come right down, like you see the computer doing stupid stuff, when you get a clean hit stick, they're going to always fumble like that. And then when you get the ball back in those situations, just kick the field goals and get that over with. Because EA Sports is making it like really like tedious to make you have to do that part. So that's just something that you should be well aware of. And then what we're going to do is put him back over there. And then we'll go like that and see what happens. All right, he's coming right in. Okay. So the only thing that's going to make this a little bit more dragged out is that more than likely they're going to probably go for it, and we don't have chew clock on. All right? So those are the only things that should be an issue at this point. Other than that, you shouldn't really have much issue. All right. He's going to fumble. Okay, he fumbled. We recovered it. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going to waste your time with doing field goals and letting it go on forever. My sole purpose is for you guys to see it, because from what I've been seeing, a lot of you guys want to actually see how it registers and what it does and what's going on. I already told you that the daily objective, the reason that didn't register on mine particularly is because after I had already done my objective for the daily, quick coin sell, whatever, I had already, they released it afterwards. So it won't count until the next day. All right? So make sure that you guys are informed with that situation. So that way you understand you're going to have to do a daily objective. But we do have the 300 yards that was supposed to happen in one game. So now anytime you play online, obviously it'll accumulate. It'll keep going and keep going. And then you'll eventually get to that point. All right? So we have to do this one more time. And then it's 4th down. So, yeah, I had to do that anyway because the clock was about to expire. So we'll take the field goal again, get 2 of them out of the way, and then we just need pretty much one more stop, and then we can run the clock out. I'll show you the way the line goes, what's going on for for next time. I got more gameplays coming. For you guys that are asking for Batman, the Telltale series, I got to get that out to you. I got to get you some more Call of Duty, and also, I wanted to ask the question for the viewers that are still actually actively watching it, for the guys that are looking for more tips. I just got to know exactly the type of tips that you're looking for. Are you still having trouble with usering? Because I'm getting so many different types of feedback. Very, very difficult to determine what actually needs to be done. So you guys are going to have to let me know what you're looking for as far as tips go. But yeah, we're going to try to get all those things done for you. Get you a little bit more tutorial videos, in addition to everything else that goes on. Why was Bo Jackson doing that? I don't know what Bo Jackson was just doing. He should stay right there, though. Okay, Lattimore is good. Lattimore is a goon, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm so glad that I got that rookie premiere. His 97 overall is so good. It just really is. It's unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, what is that? That's Joey Bosa? All right, so the computer got me running off sides too. Oh, dear God, EA. I think, is he undisciplined? Bro, fly me in that info. He might be undisciplined. That's why he's acting like a total buffoon. But we'll see what happens with him. All right, let's see. Let's see how this works out. All right, so they blocked everybody. And then Blunt. All right, so we got that. Blunt doesn't play games. So if you guys wanted to know anything about that, I got some gameplay that I did earlier on Twitch that I can share with you guys. All right, let me just go ahead and go to this. Oh, wait a minute. They got 3 timeouts. So we don't want to take the knees because they're going to call a timeout after every play. So we're going to run the ball, get the yards, and from that point, then we'll take some knees. Just run the ball, stop right there, let them call a timeout. This is the most annoying part of doing the solos is because if you're only winning by 7, like a lot of you guys do, the computer's going to definitely 100% call timeouts each time just to frustrate you and make you want to just fly to Antarctica and start kicking baby seals. But just take your time. You know they only have 3. And you get it done and just get out of it, bro. Because that's one of the worst things that I just hate. I dread that. Because the computer knows they're going to lose the game, but they'll still just call timeouts randomly. They really just... Why did he just dive like that? They're trying to make him fumble. All right, so that was the last one. And it's 2nd down. So just to make sure... What is it? 40, 44? Yeah, I'm going to still just run the ball again. Just to make sure I don't want to have to deal with the excess foolishness that's going to happen. So we'll try to get the 1st down in this play. And then we'll just drop right there. And you can see we got negative 118 yards. It's pretty glitchy right there. We should be able to kneel. So we're going to go there, and we're going to kneel. And obviously now for the future games, because you got the 300 yards in one game, you don't really need to have the clock on 25 like I did for longer times. You should be able to get everything done, even with true clock on, which is what I'm going to do once I'm done with this. So that being said, that goes down to 0. All right. We're going to get an actual boss key that we could use to unlock something that, that goes into the next situation. I'll show you how that works. Also, for you, if you guys made it, this far through the video, and we'll also check out the objectives in progress to thoroughly make sure that you understand what's going on with it. But yeah, just keep in mind that EA is just trying to make you turn the game on. They know exactly what's going on. They know that weekend league makes you go crazy and insane. All those things they know. All right, so we got the 300 yards in one game, and we got the final solo. So the boss key for week 1, right? What we're gonna do with this right now is, first of all, I'm gonna show it to you. All right, so that's the week 1 key. So you add it to the sets. So you choose boss battle or heroic boss battle to unlock the corresponding solo challenges. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out which one we want to use. But I think we should be able to do both, though. We should be able to do both. We should be able to do both the heroic and the other one. Okay, so now look. So now you see that it's there. So you've done that. And it still continues to combine. So the next game, we'll get 100 yards in a single game, and then we'll just accumulate the other yards afterwards. But all this other stuff, you will do the same things, and you will repeat it. Okay? And the solos count as those games, and then you can see the 2 field goals counted as those games. Now for the boss key, what's happening is this. You have to, they're saying that you have to choose, but this game will become available at the appropriate time. You get 2 boss keys, though. So, when you do both of them, you get 2 keys. So when you get the first key, I guess you would just do whichever one you wanted. The heroic one, I think, gives you more stuff. So when you go to the upgrade sets over here for boss battles, unlock the boss battles. This is for the heroic boss battle. So we would do that one first. We'll use that boss key for that so that we know that at least that's going to open up, okay, Friday at 10:30 a.m. All right? And then we'll do the other one with the other 3 solos afterwards, and this is how you would complete the boss battles, all right? So now you should know so many different ways how to get those objectives done, everything that you need to know about this whole promo with the NFL replays, and if you need additional information or you want to see more things on the channel, definitely leave it in the comment section. Let's get a video view goal for about 20,000 on this video. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love.